demons to some, angels to others.
What is up, Psychos? I'm IAnthonyD. Welcome back to another Texas Chain Saw Massacre the game video. We are talking about fighting back against Leatherface and the family, possibly killing them, and the combat that we could see in the game itself. Now, the combat system is something that a lot of people in the community have been very interested to see exactly what Gunn would be doing with. Because for a good amount of people in the community, the combat system in Friday the 13th is what made them fall in love with the game to begin with. They love the idea that they're not just running away from Jason, that they can stand their ground and fight back. So I asked you guys, do you want to be able to fight back in Texas Chain Saw Massacre, the game? Option 1 is yes, I would like to fight back similar to Friday the 13th, the game, where we loot for items and we fight back against the family. Option 2 is no, similar to like a game like Outlast, where the main focus is just running away to avoid the killers. And then option 3 is for there to be some sort of defense similar to Dead by Daylight's pallet system, where it's not exactly fighting back, but it does give you some tools to evade and get away from the killer. With over 1,000 votes, you guys voted for option A. You want to be able to fight back and stand your own. And here's what some of you guys had to say about it. Yes, it's one of the reasons Friday the 13th, the game, was a fun game. An improved combat system, maybe bear traps and pallets could also be included. Little tools like screwdrivers and switchblades, which could be similar to the pocket knife in F13. All that being said, they need to keep it limited, especially if you go the way of killing Leatherface like they did Jason. I think the #1 priority should always be to escape the killer. As long as it has some mechanic to prevent the piñata party from happening, I don't miss those at all. I feel like a Leatherface game is best fit for the Friday the 13th kind of combat system. Leatherface is big, but a baseball bat can still knock him down for a second. I'd say something similar to F13, but they need to make sure survivors can't just bully Bubba like they did Jason. So we heard from the community, let's hear from the developers themselves when it comes to fighting back or even killing the family. The family cannot be killed in Texas Chain Saw Massacre. While being careful not to share too much, let me just say that the victims are in no way in a position to put up that type of fight against the family. Now, there will be ways for the victims to defend themselves. However, engaging in full-on combat with the family is not something that the victims can readily do. While I cannot reveal much more than that, I can say that the game is simply not structured like that. Combat is the last option to the victims, as it only makes sense out of sheer desperation rather than a viable tactic. There you have it, guys. I do not think we'll be seeing a combat system similar to Friday the 13th at all. Now, obviously, we'll have to wait and see more of what Gunn has in store for us, exactly what it means when they say that there are ways to defend ourselves against the family. But I'm leaning more towards the side of something similar to Dead by Daylight, where they have certain mechanics put in place. Some people in the community have even been saying things like traps. I think that makes the most sense. Blocking doors, windows, stuff like that. The balance in Friday the 13th when it comes to combat was something that Gunn definitely struggled with a lot. You can see that with the rage buff and how many people liked that versus how many people didn't like that. So it's easy to understand that maybe they just didn't want to go back into that situation again. But as always, I want to know what you guys think down below. So make sure to slash that like button. If you like what I do here and you want to support, become a member of Slasher Gang for as low as $1 per month. Unlock exclusive videos and perks. Don't forget to subscribe with notifications set to all so you don't miss out on more horror gaming videos like this one. And that's all I have for you. Don't do drugs, don't have sex, and oh yeah, don't die.